Hey guys, so I am doing a vlog that's a little bit different from what I normally do. I have never done a tag vlog video before, but I saw Pretty Shiny Sparkly's, Kristina Brawley's last updated ultimate vloggers tag, and I just thought to myself, I have to do this. Like, even though I haven't been a vlogger for a really long time, and even though I've kind of just started this year, I thought it would be really fun just to kind of look back on what I'd been doing this year and how I'd progressed with my vlogs, and I thought it would be kind of fun to share it with you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them down below, but there are a few questions I'm going to answer from her tag. So the first question is, when was your first vlog? My first vlog was in January of this year. I had wanted to do vlogs for a really long time, but I'm so awkward and I'm not a good speaker, and I just thought I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want a video of mine to get shared on the internet and it's awful and doesn't help anybody and doesn't contribute to anything. It's just like a video that's out there. And so I found a reason to actually start vlogging. I started vlogging in January because I wanted to get healthy, just as everybody else does, to kick off the new year. And so when I did that and when I started, I was like, this is how I'm going to track my progress. This is how I'm going to get everybody to kind of see what I'm doing and see how I keep going. So I just started doing it for myself. I didn't really do it for anyone else. My friends and family started watching, and then I also started putting them on my blog. So that's kind of how I started, and that's when my first vlog was. The second question, I'm reading off my cell phone, just in case you're wondering. The second question is, describe your first vlog. So my first vlog, oh God, okay. We're gonna check this out right now together. I just remember it being really awkward. And oh my God, my phone's gonna die. I didn't charge anything, so my camera is also in this place where it's like, oh, about to die. So my very first vlog, let us see. What? I'm having a ton of technical difficulties over here. So my first vlog was called Finally Losing Weight and Using Apple Watch. It has my most views ever. And it was very unflattering, and I used this, like, hopefully you can see it, I used this time-lapse footage. I'll get to this question later with like the cameras that I've used and stuff, but I love GoPros. I don't think that I had a GoPro at this time. I think this was my iPhone, like actually sitting up on my dashboard because I have a pop-up screen. So yeah, but then like all of the like wrong orientation footage and lots of selfie footage and stuff like that. So it was definitely not good. At the end of it, I start talking, and I talk about just how I'm losing weight and what I'm doing. And the thing that I find so funny about it is that, like, I'm so not confident in this video because I didn't want to do it. And so just everything about it, my demeanor, the way that I'm speaking, the way that I'm really quiet and timid. I'm like, hey guys, I'm so happy you watched my vlog. It's so cool. So go see it. It's embarrassing, but you know, it was my first shot, and I feel like you can't really get mad at someone's first try, you know? You just got it. You just do it. So, wait, my camera doesn't die. Okay, so question number 3 is, describe your vlogging cameras in chronological order. So obviously I haven't been doing this for very long. My first vlogging camera was this buddy, my iPhone 6 Plus. It has a really great camera on it. I sync everything through iCloud, so it was really easy for me. It was just very simple to try and do vlogs on my camera. I really wanted to just shoot and edit on my phone because it was something that I had with me all the time. And so it was really my window to the world. It was my way of being able to capture footage and being able to share stuff with the 5 people who at that time were watching. So that was what I started with. I loved it, and it was pretty awesome. And I still do film with it occasionally, just not as often as I did in the past. The second camera that I got for my vlogging was the Samsung NX3000, which is like actually a good vlogging camera, and I'll link it down below so that you guys have it so you can check it out. But it's a mirrorless DSLR, so you can change out the lenses, especially considering that I'm such a Nikon girl. I love Nikon cameras, and so I was really surprised at myself that I didn't buy another Nikon as my everyday vlogging camera, but I loved this one because it was extremely affordable. I'm vlogging on it right now, so I can't show it to you, but I will pop up a little picture or leave it down below. But it is just an amazing camera. It has great depth of field. It's very adaptable. You can change out the lenses, which I really love. The kit lens that comes with it is really strong and really good. It has a flip-up screen. You can sync it to your phone. It just had all of these features that really were going to make my vlogging life a lot easier, especially since I wanted to edit on Final Cut Pro, but that's the next question. That's in another story. But I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to play around with, and it's really fun. And then my other camera that I use for vlogging, that's my third camera that I interchange all the time between the NX3000 and this camera, is originally I had the GoPro Hero Plus, but I found it very cumbersome to use, so I swapped out and got the GoPro Hero Session, which is my absolute favorite camera in the world. It truly does not have as great of resolution and visuals as the NX3000, but the amount of things that you can do with that camera is just so thrilling. You can throw it underwater. I've used it for cooking videos. I have like attached it to my dog and let her run around to get footage. I've used it for time lapses. It's really small and discreet, so I can use it when I go out to eat and when I want to use it in a restaurant. So that's really my favorite camera of now. It's itty bitty. It's like this big. Not even. It's like this big. It's so awesome. I love it. And so that's what I currently have now. I also have a Nikon D7000, but I use that more for photography than I do for video, typically because it's really hard to see myself on the screen to make sure that I'm in the right place and that my lighting is good. And the other thing that is kind of crazy about it for a vlogging camera is truly that it's just gigantic, and so I can't carry it around with me everywhere. It's way too heavy. So question number 4 is, what do you use to edit your vlogs? And like I had mentioned before, I used iMovie to edit most of the time when I was using my iPhone, but I wanted to do more. And I'm trained as an editor. In my line of work, I know how to edit on several different programs. I use iMovie, which is like very base level, like super easy to use. I know how to edit in Premiere Pro and Avid, but my favorite one to use, and the one that I use a lot in my career as well as for my vlogs, is Final Cut Pro. And Final Cut Pro is definitely an investment for people. I had already had Final Cut Pro because I know how to edit on it. I use it probably once or twice a week at least for work, and like I said, I was trained in editing, and so I learned on Final Cut Pro and then was able to learn other types of editing programs. But that's the kind of like little story that I was going to tell before, is that's why I bought my NX3000 camera, was because it was really hard for me at the time to get my phone to sync up to iCloud, then export those videos and be able to use them in Final Cut. And I'm able to do it a little bit better now, but back in January, I was extremely frustrated by it, and I just said, I need a camera that's going to plug into my Mac, that's going to be super easy for me to use, and that I can get my footage and my assets off of. So that's why I decided to buy that camera so that I could use Final Cut Pro, because I just love editing it. I just love editing in it. It's got so much flexibility. You can do so many advanced edits in that program, and I just think it helps your videos to look flawless. Right now, I'm at the point where my vlogs are just at the very basic level. You know, there's some cutaways, there's some B-roll, there's, you know, other types of edits that I work on with it. Obviously, time lapses and making, you know, videos loop faster, things like that. But that's just because I don't have a lot of time right now to my vlogs. I don't have a lot of time to dedicate, and so I really just want to do them because I want to share them. But eventually I am working toward having vlogs and videos that are just really exciting and have just like a great quality to them. So I'm really excited about that. And then this one is really, really hard for me. This last question is, share 3 of your favorite vloggers to watch. And I just like, it's hard for me to choose. And so I think 3 of my favorite vloggers that of right now, because it changes and there are lots of people that I love to watch. But if I had to pick 3, I think number 1 for me would be Learning to Be Fearless. I love her videos. She is so real and raw and confident and relatable, and I just love watching her vlogs because I absolutely feel like it's just real and it's just good, and I feel like when I watch her vlogs I'm like talking to a friend, and I'm just like, yeah, like I totally get that and I get you, and I just find her vlogs to be awesome. So Learning to Be Fearless, one you should follow. Hope you see this girl. My second favorite would probably be Makeup Shayla. I find her makeup tutorials to be so easy to follow, first of all, but also just like her looks are banging, like awesome. I love her videos. She's so funny. Her tutorials are just like I said, super easy to follow. If you want to do your makeup and you want to look flawless, that's a lady to follow. Like, her tutorials are easy. She's hilarious. I love her pup. Her dog's name is Titus, and he's so cute, and he appears in some of her videos every so often. But I think she always wants you to look like you're gonna slay, and every single one of her videos does just that. And I feel like her looks are achievable. They're pretty. They're not complicated, and so she just breaks it down in a way that's really simple. And for me, I never grew up wearing makeup, and so I never had anything to look to do like a good makeup look. And so watching her videos is really helpful for me because I always find something that I learn, at least, and she gives really good tips, and I just love that, you know, she's ready to make anybody who watches her videos slay. My third choice it's not necessarily a vlogger, but it's a channel, and it's the Food 52 channel. I love that channel because I love to cook. That's a part of, you know, my vlogging and a part of my videos. I just absolutely love what they do with food and how simple and how, like, all of these, like, people that I'm mentioning, it's the simplicity of their videos, but Food 52 does that again. Like, their videos are simple. I always learn something about cooking and about food, and they're really entertaining to watch. So I would highly suggest that if you are a food lover and you want to learn to cook, Food 52 is one of those channels that you just have to follow. You just have to. And then, of course, as a bonus, I couldn't pick just 3, but if I pick one and it's a bonus, it's gotta be Kristina Brawley, Pretty Shiny Sparkly. I think her videos are really fun to watch. I can like binge watch her videos all the time, which is like crazy. And I think she's just extremely knowledgeable, and you know, her videos are always there as a resource. So a lot of the tutorials that she does, a lot of the tech videos that she does, you're always able to get like a perspective that I feel like you don't find anywhere else. And I think additionally, I find it so impressive and amazing that she's an anesthesiologist and she's also a vlogger. Like, I think that is the coolest thing ever. And I think that duality of personalities is something that makes her videos really, really interesting. So I am so happy that Kristina put this together. This is really the ultimate vlogger's tag. This was a great opportunity to talk about how far you've come as a vlogger and really like the tools that you use to make your videos awesome. So I can't wait to see other people's, and I'm gonna tag down below a few people that I really think should do this tag. So thank you again, Kristina, for putting this together. I'm really excited to see everybody else's, and I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like or subscribe if you're interested in seeing my journey with losing weight and managing diabetes. And I just want to say thank you for watching, because I had a really great time kind of reminiscing and doing this video and looking at how far I have to go. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. Lily. Look at her, right there, right there. She's like not having it with me. That was fun. I had to put myself in like a, I don't know, in a place where I could film this, and I had like the room on the sides, but then I also like didn't want the dog in the shot, so I think I got the whole video without the dog there. I'm awesome.